Beyond just making code work, what are the three key qualities that make a piece of code beautiful or elegant to you, and why do they matter?
Actually, main things like beyond the code can write anything. Okay, but they have and the main things you have to the comment. Okay, so whatever code you write, just like if you write a code for some of two object and then whatever you write, if you write a function, so generally you need to use a proper comment. Is whatever function you wrote, always use with the period indentation with their comment. Okay. Second thing is not written to complex code. Yes, whenever I talk about complex means not just like if I'm writing a function or just need to calculate a business logic. Okay, so it's not need to write all our code in a single under the single function. A single function, then it will take to execute a lot of time, and it's not a good behavior to writing the code. You need to always write a code in a function by function. Like in a small function having their different part of code, a small function having different part of code, and you need to use a calling function. Like you just need to call that function, so it will take less time, and your code looks like some professional logic type. Okay. And third of one things, you generally you not use this is related to the like yes, like if you are using any code and if you are just like in a very slash variable inside the function, something like that, and you know when you use too much for loop and like looping system not use generally, so it's like precautions we can say.
Okay. With the rise of tools like GitHub, Copilot, and other AI coding assistants, how has the role of the human software engineer fundamentally changed, and what skills become more important as the AI handles more boilerplate?
Right now AI came, then if I talk about myself, then I am using AI. Right now I'm using Cursor AI, okay, for writing the code actually. So what I do, like if you want to implement a new logic, like if we take out a logic, then we need to create a logic where whenever you came on our UI, so then they will show on a screen like welcome or channel whatever you name, welcome your name, and like this showing a pop-up type. So if I will try to write all code on myself, then it will take almost 1 to 3 days easily. But if I will use Cursor AI, then they can write the same code in under the 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, so first we need to know how we can use, and the main thing, the prompt. We need to know about the prompt, how we can utilize the prompt in a good way. So right now time to like it's not a matter how many knowledge you have. Yeah, it depends. Like if you haven't the the good knowledge, that if you ChatGPT and the Cursor and other tools can give you almost multiple codes, but you have to almost good knowledge is whatever code we needed and whatever code it's not needed. Like they generally the like Cursor AI and the other ChatGPT tools, they given generally extra code which could not required for our functionality. Yeah, they're little bit related, but not too much required. So we can like remove that. So if you will not remove that your function, then your whole functionality will be like slow for and something like that. So it's not good for your like presentation. So whenever you have to know like how we can use the Cursor AI and other tools with the good prompt. That's the main things. And yeah, right now the ChatGPT and a lot of the AI tools came, so it's a little bit complex to surviving the IT sector, but it's also how things without software developer, without the human being, it's not possible. You can write anything without like if you know how we can write a prompt, might you know. So after a code, you need to identify all code. And after that you need to test it the all flow. Like if I'm adding this flow, then it's not happening the other flow like that. So ChatGPT and other tool, if you are using that, you must be they can use like some I can say the only software developer and the related person they can use. It's not like anyone can use with the help of software means AI tools they can create any function. Yeah, there might be some time they can create, but they are a complex. Like if you have complex project which are running on the 5 to 6 years, they're having a lot of functionality already existing. And if you are using other AI tools, so might be after that the functionality will be hampered with adding other functionality. So you need to take care of this functionality. So yeah, obviously ChatGPT helping a lot. That's not a lot. Sorry, I can say. Means I can say whatever work previously I am doing on 8 hour and 10 hour. So right now I can do that work we have on the means 10 to 15 minutes.
If you had to start your own entire career over, knowing what you know now, what is the single most efficient way you would recommend for a new person to master software engineering?
This is a very good question. Like, right now, what I am doing lacking actually, where I am lacking. The first thing, if you want to join in IT sector, then your spoken should be very fluent. This should be compulsory because in IT sector, if you're dealing and if you're talking, if your spoken skills are not too good, then you will not grow as what you have knowledge. What it doesn't matter how much knowledge you have. It doesn't matter. If your spoken is not good, then you will be always lacking. So first you need to improve on your spoken skills. If your spoken skills is higher level, then you will be like can anything, do anything bigger. And the other thing, you have always to be confident. If you don't know, then still you have to say the client like, yeah, I will do, and let me check with our colleagues and let me check with our manager, something like that. Whatever you can use. If you are working with manager, then you can manager. If you are working with colleagues, then you can colleagues. And second and third thing, we always think positive, because in the software developer career, like you always like a lot of difficulties will come. When I talk about difficulties, is a lot of problem, like that type of problem will comes like after that you think like it's not possible, this will not happen. But after some time, if you already work and if you get some time, that after realize, yeah, I can do. So always positive and work on spoken English. And third one is like, I'm so like whatever I do, you need to always things like, yeah, I can do, and be motivated like always. And fourth one, focus on the writing the code, like or whatever the AI tools give, it doesn't matter. But yeah, we need to know how we can write the code. Because if you not know, then might be after some time you need to write some code. So it's very difficult to survive you.
Yeah. What's the single most important skills a junior developer needs today?
Yeah, right now I can say a prompt. Yeah, you need to know how you can use the proper prompt.
Yeah.
Because right now what's happening, whatever things, means I have still 3 years of experience in IT sector. Okay, so when I was seeing a freshers student, like now student, fresher colleagues. So what I'm saying, whatever work I am means, if when I was at 2 years, then I am not able to do that work. But right now he's just 30 days and 40 days and he can do any work about the cursor AI and a lot of the AI tools. So if you are in college student and if you are anything anywhere, so you just need to focus on the your like cursor AI concept and then AI tool, how you can use AI. This simple saying, the prompt engineering. If you have time, then you need to learn the prompt engineering. It's very good and very good for future. If you are good in prompt engineers now, you can do anything. And right now in prompt engineer, not in India right now, not too much demands in India, but outside India is huge demand, we can say. But Indian side also welcome. It's two things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Describe the feeling of successfully launching a major feature or product that you engineered. What was the biggest non-technical hurdle you overcome to make it happen?
Like if I answer the first thing is like what the feeling, like if you develop something and it's successful deployed, then I feel like, yeah, I did something like that. Actually I deployed some features. Right now it's working on the Collegium website. Collegium, it's a company which is located on Hyderabad. Okay, it's I think India biggest furniture company. I don't know, but yeah, it's very biggest. Yes, we can say in Hyderabad is I think it's first number in the Collegium. The company name is the Collegium. So when I actually I designed their own backend flow actually. Okay, the all approval flow, all mailing systems, all email system, like all which one will get access right related thing. So when I saw on their development now on the main the production server, so when you using, then you told, yeah, right now I'm getting the mail, and when like you have developed something and if you saw there on the production, like whenever I talk about the production, then the main server, like where client using. Okay, so whenever I saw there on the production, then I feel like, yeah, I did something. That's the inner happiness actually. That time you also feel like, yeah, so whatever I wrote the code, so that's little bit was showing. So it's feel like, yeah, it's too good like that. And the hurdle, if you're not professional guy, then generally I can say you have a lot of hurdles. Just right now what's happening is I can say right now our software usually is a non-technical persons. Okay, whenever non-technical means they know the things, but they haven't idea how what is actually I'm an auto developer. Okay, that means Python developer. So whenever they are using right now auto, so they haven't the idea how auto works. So that means we can see behalf of the auto, he's a non-technical. Means might be he have idea some other framework and other thing, but he haven't idea right now auto. So whenever he took game, then he doing a silly mistake. Like he will not active a button, he will not like he hadn't active any small thing. So when I saw, then I feel like how they can miss that thing. But when I talked on myself on that position, then I feel no, they can anyone can do if they haven't the idea how they can do the things. So how they can manage like some places, sometime I also did the same mistake. So yeah, then if you're not technical, not like using the website and some using anything, it's a little bit complex. Because like if you're not technical person, then if you're thinking like oh I'm not multiple people are Indian not technical and we are using Instagram and chat and like WhatsApp in very easily matter. That's a very high level because that's not like in a very low level because that's developed for only the most we can say most common user professional or like anyone can use like that. But generally website and like for the backend related thing and something is not that much easy to develop actually. So generally they are developing on the base level like. Not anyone can use it very easily, man. They need to training. After that, they can use it.
Beyond the paycheck, what is the deepest source of fulfillment or enjoyment you get from the process of engineering solution?
Beyond the earning, no, I'm not that much guy like beyond the earning. I'm getting happy if I develop something that no. If I'm getting money, that's why I'm happy with it. If he hadn't given me any money, so like I will stop my work. It's not like possible without money I can do. I'm not that much motivated to on the system, not that much, and I think it's not that much. I'm just working because I need money. Like I can say I need some money. That's why I work.
If you could travel back and give your day one engineering self a single piece of career advice, what would you say in less than 10 words?
Very simple. Whenever you are in college, then focus on the core thing. Core means like if you are learning a DS, like whenever right now I feel like on the when I go a BTech, then they are having a lot of subject like the computer science engineering, computer network. That time I'm feeling like what is the work on the computer network? I'm not a computer engineer, but right now I'm knowing what that is also very useful. So whatever subject you have, you just need to focus on that thing. So you need to explore whatever you can. You just need to go on that much deep. Like if you are studying in the computer network, so just try to explore the make a real logic by seeing how computer networks work. So if you will just once completed the or like similar wise in all subjects, so after if you have started your career as a software engineer or something, so after that you can see and you can correlate with the system like yeah if I'm clicking on one button then what's happening, they're going to CPU is sending the request to the monitor like something like that. So you should enjoy that process like that.
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, sure.
Talking with me, it's really gonna help me a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Bye bye.